Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. It's Sunday, May 14th. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, be it of children or of cats or dogs and all the pets. Happy Mother's Day. Hope you're having a good day today. Beautiful weather in the Bay Area. Cards go flying out. Pardon me for a second while I go retrieve it. Okay, haven't looked at the card. What's the message? Things are happening quickly. Okay, let me make sure I've got my cards facing the right way here. Okay, mostly the right way. That Eight of Wands card might be changing. Interesting things happening quickly with the Eight of Wands. I was going to throw on this reading on Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis and their meeting in Iowa. Trump canceled his rally in Iowa and DeSantis did not. Interestingly, I was at a house last night with my wife. My sister had her 60th birthday, and it was a surprise party. Having a good time, beautiful house, and a beautiful evening out. We were just enjoying ourselves, about 50 people there. And some people joined our table, which had mostly cleared out, and they were just having a little side conversation. And I'm listening to my wife talking with my sister-in-law, and I just kind of listen in on their conversation because I heard DeSantis is the reasonable one. Doing! What? Yeah, there's a bunch of Trump supporters, like 3 of them on there, including the host, who was the person whose house we were at, a very wealthy person. And yeah, they're Trump supporters, and they were saying how DeSantis was so much more reasonable, and it's like, oh God. So my wife said, what's wrong? So I explained that we're by some Trumpers. She goes, well, let's get out of here because I don't want to make a scene. I'm a guest at this person's house for my sister's birthday party. So we got up and left. As we're walking out the front door to take a walk around the neighborhood, my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, says, where are you going? It's like, we're just taking a walk. And he just sort of, you didn't talk politics to anyone, did you? It's like, no, they came to our table. A bunch of Trumpers. He goes, yeah, you're going to get a lot of those at this party. You probably just best not saying anything. Saying, not saying a word. We're going to go take a walk. It and my mind was chewing on this. My wife was giving me a hard time because it does this. I'm just thinking, like, why? What don't you people see about this guy? DeSantis is worse. He's a bigger baby than Trump is. Because Trump at least has mental illnesses that are easily visible, but DeSantis doesn't. Maybe DeSantis will in 20 years. But okay. Iowa. So Trump apparently canceled his... by the way, for the MAGA folks out here, this is not a MAGA-friendly station. Please go somewhere else. You're not going to like what you hear. You've been warned. Trump canceled his rally ostensibly because there were tornado warnings that were being given up and down the state, including the county that he was in, so he canceled. But DeSantis held his rallies. There is some speculation that Trump canceled his rallies because he was afraid his crowd size might be smaller than DeSantis's. That sounds about right, doesn't it? So let's find out, shall we? Okay, so Spirit. Did Trump cancel his rally because of weather, or did he cancel it because he was afraid that DeSantis was going to have a larger crowd size? Give us the information, sort of the background as to why Trump canceled his rally. For information, for entertainment purposes only. Signifier card. Do I have my deck upside down here? I do. Is the Happy Family card. Hooray! Again, this usually represents the GOP wanting to take things back to the 1950s. It's also somewhere over the rainbow where the tornadoes take you to Rainbow Land. And then that's going to be crossed with future planning. Honestly, it's both. They're using the tornado as the convenient excuse for it, but I don't think Trump was ready. He wasn't ready, and I think he was looking at his neighbors. He's looking over the fence at his neighbor's party, and he found his party was only a 3 of Wands. It wasn't, Four of Wands is like opening day. So DeSantis would have had opening day, and Trump was at Three of Wands. So Trump's crowd size was not going to be as big as DeSantis's, and so he wants to come back when he knows his crowd size is going to be bigger, because that's, bringing the wife, the kids out to celebrate your party is what he's all about. In the past, the burden. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He's got all these court cases. He is just absolutely swamped with court cases. And it's taking its toll, not only on the court cases he's lost, but the ones he's currently litigating and the ones that he's worried about his exposure to coming forward. He has got so many cases going on that, running for the presidency is a huge hassle. He likes the crowds to adore him. It pumps him up. But at the same time, he's got so much going on, and he doesn't take care of himself. He doesn't eat well. He doesn't exercise. He's going to be exhausted. This is a lot on his plate. This could lead to some type of illness or some type of breakdown. Current situation. Okay, justice. It's all about, Department of Justice and such. Yeah, he's also canceled. He's tired. He doesn't have the energy to really pull this off, and he's hoping maybe if he kicks it down the can, to kick the can down the street, maybe he'll have more energy. But right now, it's the Justice Department that's on his mind. It's distracting him from being competitive in his rallies. Overarching energy. Okay, so Four of Cups. I think that he's trying to make deals, or people are trying to make deals with him, and he's not liking what he's hearing. He's not liking his poll numbers. He's not liking the news cycles. He's not liking that he has to fight for his voters with DeSantis. DeSantis is betraying him. And, he's just all, I don't want to do this. This sucks. Yeah, he's having a tantrum. He's having a mantrum. But again, he's got a lot going on, so it's understandable he's regressing. And he's trapped. He's hostage of his own making. He doesn't know how to get out of this. He's stuck. And he's done it to himself. This reading's interesting. It's shifting from why did he cancel the rally to if you want to just on the superficial thing, people came out and said this is not a good idea to have the rally here. It's not what he wanted to hear. He wanted to go out and do it because he has to talk with his people. But, at the same time, he's kind of stuck. It wasn't going to be a big crowd size anyways. And that's probably it in the end of the day. The families weren't going to show up because, the tornado's coming. And he didn't want to perform in front of a smaller crowd. So he's kind of stuck. What can he do about it? And then the outcome is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so go back and enjoy, go back onto your private plane and go back to your expensive hotel or back to Mar-a-Lago, wherever that you're going, just retreating back to where he feels appreciated and where his wealth is. And underneath it all is the Ace of Wands. So in the end of the day, there were tornado warnings. It was going to be a smaller crowd size, and a decision had to be made. You're either going to go with this or you're going to leave. No halvesies on this one. He's under a lot of stress from the Justice Department, because here's the Justice Department. They're also told him, no, this is not a good idea. People aren't going to show up. There's tornado warnings. He didn't like that. He didn't like that at all. He wanted to have his rally, but at the same time, he doesn't want to have a rally that's smaller than DeSantis's, because that's even a bigger disaster. So he was stuck in a lousy position. So he went home. The end. Okay. So that's going on with Trump's rally in Iowa for entertainment purposes only. Hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.